Today's showcase is going to be on ZHANG WEILI, shaping up to be one of the most dominant women champions in the UFC that we've ever seen, next to, the likes of Valentina, Shevchenko, and of course Amanda Nunes. But I'm not as well versed in the women's MMA part because I don't watch them as often as I do the male counterpart, of course. But, after her loss to Thug Rose back in 2021, she's just been on a tear. She beat Joanna. She KO'd her. She even tapped out Carla Esparza. She beat Lemos in a very dominant fashion. If I'm botching some of these names, my bad. I'm trying my best here. And this fight was kind of funny because she did tap out Yan Janen, but I think the corner or her coach woke her up. Like, she kind of passed out a little bit. They let the fight continue. They could have stopped it, but they didn't, and the fight went on. She won a dominant unanimous decision. Now she is taking on Tatiana Suarez. A lot of people call her like the female Khabib. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. It's not just a striker trying to outstrike pretty much the best striker almost in strawweight at this point in time, but it's someone with a heavy grappling pace and has the grappling credentials to really dominate the wrestling in this matchup. So being all around like Weili is, I'm pretty sure she might try to take it to the ground if she can, and just not really give her a chance to impose her grappling at will, But we're going to have to see. For the most part, it's going to be smarter for her to, of course, keep it on the feet. The power, the speed of, her combos, and just the creativity she has with her striking, I believe, is the major key to winning the fight. There's no need to test it out, grappling somebody if you don't need to. If nothing's really happening on the feet, can't get anything going, I can see why she might try to take Tatiana down. But I think she has a clear striking advantage here, but we don't know. That's what I thought with Leon versus Bilal too, when they rematched each other. And then Bilal came out jabbing him and boxing him and imposing his will. So, we just don't know. Because people can improve, people can get better, people can, focus on boxing or kickboxing and just become really great and become all-around mixed martial artists and become very dangerous and very hard opponents to beat. So we're going to see if that's the case with Tatiana Suarez this Saturday. Tomorrow, basically, yeah. Week went by pretty quick. I got some showcases on the way. I still got to grind for some coins for Dominic Reyes, and I also got a Vitor Belfort I'm going to do pretty soon, probably this week, while his name's still fresh, because since they just came out, I usually like to do, if I'm going to buy one or earn one, I like to do a showcase on it immediately because the name's going to be buzzing. So, and I have not forgot about the subscriber request series. Since there's going to be more fight nights for the next couple weeks, there's not going to be many showcases to really do. So that's when I'll start doing the rest. We got Jan showcases, got Connor, Prime 205 Connor, and more. So I took note of all the requests I've seen and stay in tune. Nasty head kick knockout. Also got a ranked series coming up soon, probably next week. We're going to have to wait and see how it is. And I think I have enough time in the season to do a little series. I don't really care too much about the record, but I'm definitely going to be going all meta picks in that series. Try to give myself the best chance of winning. But we just taking our time right here. With Weili, as far as in UFC 5, she has great striking, great power, great speed, solid kicks. And she also has really good takedowns and really good top control. So you could use her as a pure striker, but you can also use her as an all-around pick, which I really enjoy using her because she could do pretty much a little bit of everything. She excels at striking in this weight class, on top of having really good grappling and top control. This guy's going to be very stubborn on getting that full guard transition. The first time, it did catch me off guard. If you're wondering how to deny that, it's to the right here. You deny right. And if I was on the other side with side control, it would be left. But that's certain, like, jiu-jitsu fighters have that transition. I don't fight in this weight class too often, so I wasn't sure that she had that. But now that we know, we're ready for it. And I could tell this guy was just being really stubborn. He really wanted to get that full guard transition. There's no, like, if you're in this position, you could hold R1 to muscle modify, get out of there quicker. You could do sprawl fakes to build GA. You can wait until I throw a strike and you see her GA bar, it's full. So, like, when someone throws an elbow or a strike, you get full GA while you're on the bottom of side control, and that's when you want to really time a transition. Or even time a muscle modified position by holding R1 and transitioning. It takes a little bit more stamina, but it's better than eating elbows or knees from side control. So we're just going to see what our opponent's doing. I'll grapple, if they give me a lot of opportunities, but I'll try to keep some of these with striking, because when you grapple a bit too much, it doesn't even matter in ranked. If you're a better grappler than your person or than your opponent in ranked, they still quit. So it's pretty much the same thing in quick match. So if you're giving me opportunities like this, like where I'm just dumping you on the floor, I was going to give him opportunities to kind of just like get back up, but he just doesn't know what he's doing. So you got to take advantage of it. Oh, and guys, the best way to really use half guard ground and pound is trying to hit the body hooks. They do really great damage to the body, especially if your fighter has pretty good ground striking stat. So definitely try to utilize that. You could pair that up with knees to the body from side control as well, and punching the body for GA. All three of those things are going to be chipping down that body really fast and really gassing out your opponents from the grappling. So on top of that, denials, all that stuff, and submissions. If you land any choke of any kind, it takes off a few % off their long-term stamina permanently the whole fight. On to the next one. I believe this is a fun fight. We are facing a Tatiana Suarez. Once I saw him throw like the head kick, I was like, okay, this guy probably doesn't know how to grapple, because that's like the last thing you want to do is use like Tatiana and just like use it for kicking. It doesn't really make any sense. You'll see in this fight that this guy just starts spamming like the right hook, so I'll start doing it back to him a little bit later in the fight. It's just annoying some people that spam that, It's a combo that's I think it's the fastest combo in the game, frame data wise. Like jab, right hook. That's why people spam that combo. Sometimes you gotta do it back. If I was a southpaw, what I would do is, I'm not sure if Weili has good switch stance. I don't play his weight class too often. I didn't check. But if you're a southpaw, or you guys are same like stance or whatever, you guys can block counter it. I already covered that in my counter striking video. If you check my playlist on my channel, and you can start block countering that combo, of course. Same thing with the slip hooks or people using lead hooks. So especially if I'm someone like Corey or Izzy, where I can switch stances, I'll literally switch stances just to block counter a certain part of their offense. But yeah, I was a little bit lenient on the ground because, the last few opponents I grappled, they kind of quit. So gave them the chance to get up a little. We took some stamina, denied him a few times. Just trying to take our time. I'm trying to time some calf kicks, but he is like rushing. Yeah, look, I'll just start spamming right hooks right back. It's just annoying. That's why I don't really play this weight class. People seem to like know that it's more lenient in stamina and damage, being the lighter weight classes. So people kind of just play very like aggressive, very annoying. It's not like spamming, but it's just still annoying to deal with. Someone just spamming jab, right hook. But it's okay, We do it back a little bit, and we gotta do it better. Yeah, you see, look, jab, right hook. Crazy work. Look, I just started spamming him right here. We do get the knockdown. Hopefully that's enough for a finish. We got her in top mount, and we were able to finish her. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this ZHANG WEILI showcase, and stay tuned.